Why are the Dutch so tall? It's a question that fascinates scientists, nutritionists, and everyday people alike. With Dutch men averaging 6 feet and women about 5 feet 7 inches, they consistently top the global height charts. While genetics certainly play a role, recent research reveals that environment and nutrition, especially in early life, are key contributing factors. Over the past century, the Dutch experienced not only economic growth, but also a nutritional revolution. What they put on their plates dramatically shifted, contributing to a nation of taller, stronger people. And this transformation wasn't just about eating more, it was about eating smarter. From tall glasses of milk to hearty whole-grain bread, from a lifestyle centered around movement to a deep-rooted appreciation for seasonal produce and fish, the Dutch diet is a case study in natural growth enhancement. And unlike expensive supplements or medical interventions, this is a lifestyle accessible to anyone with the right knowledge. This video dives into the foods, customs, and principles of the Dutch diet that may promote healthy growth and height, especially when adopted in childhood and adolescence. We'll explore specific ingredients, daily habits, scientific evidence, and historical trends. Most importantly, we'll show how you can apply these strategies in your own life to build not only height, but also long-term health and strength. The debate over nature versus nurture often spills into the question of height. Yes, your genes set a potential range for how tall you can become, but your environment determines whether you'll reach that potential. Nutrition, physical activity, sleep, and even exposure to sunlight during childhood all shape how your body grows. In the Netherlands, studies reveal that while the genetic component is strong, the post-World War II boom in height was largely fueled by changes in public health and nutrition. Access to better food, school meals rich in dairy and vegetables, and a cultural embrace of physical activity allowed new generations to fully express their genetic potential and even exceed the heights of their parents. The Dutch government also invested in policies promoting child health, subsidized milk programs, fortified bread, and education about balanced meals. As early as the 1950s, campaigns were launched, encouraging children to drink milk with every meal and play outdoors every day. These efforts paid off in literal inches. So what really matters? Genes give you the blueprint, but diet and lifestyle build the house. Without the right nutrition, particularly sufficient calories, protein, calcium, and essential micronutrients, the body cannot prioritize growth. And for countries or families struggling with food insecurity, stunted growth becomes a visible symptom of deeper issues. This is why the Dutch example is so powerful. It shows us that height isn't just fate, it's influenced by conscious choices, supportive communities, and dietary wisdom passed down through generations. If there's one food group synonymous with the Dutch diet, it's dairy. Milk, cheese, and yogurt are not just occasional treats, they're daily staples, and they're deeply embedded in the nation's history, culture, and nutritional science. Let's start with milk. Dutch children drink it with breakfast, school lunch, and often dinner. Rich in calcium, protein, vitamin D, often fortified, and other growth-supporting nutrients, milk plays a crucial role in bone development. Several longitudinal studies confirm that higher dairy intake in childhood is associated with greater bone density, and yes, taller adult height. Then there's cheese. The Netherlands is famous for Gouda and Edam, and for good reason. A slice of Dutch cheese isn't just delicious, it's a concentrated source of calcium and healthy fats. Many Dutch families consume cheese on whole grain bread every morning, making it a nutrient-dense start to the day. Yogurt also deserves a mention. Dutch-style yogurt is thicker, often plain or lightly sweetened, and full of live probiotic cultures. It supports gut health, digestion, and immune function, all of which are crucial for efficient nutrient absorption. Without a healthy gut, even the best diet may not translate into proper growth. What sets Dutch dairy apart isn't just the quantity, but the quality. Dutch dairy cows are typically grass-fed, and the country's strict agricultural standards ensure high nutritional value. It's this blend of tradition, science, and accessibility that makes dairy the backbone of a height-friendly diet. If you're looking to replicate the benefits, incorporate 2 to 3 servings of dairy daily, ideally with every meal. Choose plain yogurt, low-sodium cheese, and organic milk whenever possible. Your bones and your future height will thank you. Whole grains form another cornerstone of the Dutch diet. Rye bread, whole wheat bread, barley, and oats are consumed daily, particularly at breakfast and lunch. Unlike refined grains, whole grains retain the bran and germ, providing fiber, B vitamins, iron, and selenium, all crucial for metabolic efficiency and cellular growth. Rye bread in particular is a cultural staple. It's denser and darker than white bread, has a low glycemic index, and supports blood sugar stability, helpful for maintaining consistent energy levels throughout the day. For growing bodies, this steady energy source is essential. The Dutch typically pair bread with cheese, eggs, or lean meats, creating a protein-rich, slow-digesting meal. These combinations not only fuel their tall frames, but also support brain development, concentration, and immune function. Another advantage? Whole grains promote digestive health. With more fiber comes a healthier gut microbiome, a key to efficient nutrient absorption. Fiber also helps regulate insulin and growth hormone activity, both of which are essential during periods of rapid growth like puberty. Parents in the Netherlands commonly prepare open-faced sandwiches for their children with rye or brown bread, butter, cheese, or meat, and cucumber slices. Simple, affordable, and powerful. If you want to mimic this at home, consider replacing white bread with seeded or rye bread and top it with calcium-rich or protein-heavy spreads. Being a coastal country, the Netherlands naturally incorporates a lot of fish into its diet. Herring, mackerel, salmon, and cod are eaten frequently, either raw, smoked, grilled, or in soups. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, iodine, selenium, and high-quality protein. Omega-3 fatty acids play an underappreciated role in growth. They reduce inflammation, support brain and nerve development, and improve bone health. Children who consume adequate omega-3s tend to have better cognitive performance and stronger immunity, which indirectly supports overall development, including height. Iodine is another vital nutrient. It's essential for proper thyroid function, and the thyroid regulates the production of growth hormones. Historically, iodine deficiency led to stunted growth and mental delays, especially in landlocked regions. The Dutch, thanks to their access to the sea and iodized salt policies, avoid this pitfall. Herring, often eaten raw with onions or pickles, is a national favorite. It's nutrient-dense and affordable. Kids often eat small smoked mackerel sandwiches for lunch or tuna salads, with potatoes and vegetables. To follow this example, include fish in your diet at least twice a week. Prioritize oily varieties like salmon or sardines, and avoid deep-fried versions. For iodine, ensure your salt is iodized, and add seaweed or fish broth to your meals when possible. Dutch meals aren't complete without vegetables. Whether it's cabbage, carrots, kale, leeks, or Brussels sprouts, vegetables appear at every lunch and dinner. Potatoes are another key staple, boiled, mashed, or roasted. The reason for this emphasis is simple: vitamins and minerals. Vitamin K from leafy greens, beta-carotene from carrots, and vitamin C from cabbage and potatoes support bone density, immune health, and hormone function. These micronutrients work behind the scenes to convert calories and protein into actual growth. In traditional Dutch cuisine, a popular dish called stamppot combines mashed potatoes with cooked greens like kale or sauerkraut, served with a sausage or lean meat. This is comfort food with a nutritional twist. Calcium, iron, carbs, and fiber in one pot. Unlike many modern diets high in fast food, the Dutch prioritize home-cooked meals with simple seasonal produce. School cafeterias and workplace canteens often include salad bars, and markets are full of fresh local produce. The takeaway? Fill half your plate with vegetables. Use boiled potatoes instead of fries. Try roasting root vegetables with olive oil and herbs for a height-boosting side dish. Height is more than just a number. It reflects the cumulative effect of your environment, choices, and habits. While genetics give you a foundation, the Dutch example proves that diet and lifestyle can elevate that foundation into something stronger, taller, and healthier. By prioritizing dairy, whole grains, fish, vegetables, and legumes, and by avoiding processed junk, anyone can optimize their growth potential. And while it's most effective during childhood and adolescence, adopting these habits at any age improves posture, bone health, and overall vitality. The secret isn't really a secret. It's a well-documented, time-tested tradition of nourishment. It's about consistency, quality, and culture. If the Dutch could grow from average height to the world's tallest in just a few generations, so can others. So whether you're raising children, guiding teenagers, or improving your own habits, let food be your fuel, and let the Dutch diet inspire your journey upward.